Hi everyone and welcome to another Cybersecurity Insights session. I'm Alex Cagnoni, Director of Authentication for WatchGuard, and in this session I will help you understand what is the MFA requirement that Salesforce announced and that has been valid since February 1st, 2022. First of all, did this come out as a surprise? It shouldn't. Salesforce announced they were doing that a year before. They explained why they were doing that and when they were going to start enforcing it. And they kept their promise. So everyone had a full year to look into that and make sure their Salesforce access was protected. And why they're doing that? Just think about what Salesforce provides to you as their customer. The kind of information it manages. If you're using just a small piece of it, you will at least have all your customers' information there, such as contact information, products they bought, maybe some privileged information that can be used to help you better serve them. Sales, invoices, payment terms, support cases. This is all sensitive information and you need to protect it well. With the rise of cyber threats, it's imperative to protect this kind of information with multi-factor authentication. In fact, if you're looking into getting a cyber insurance to your company, most likely this will be a checkbox on the insurance checklist. Okay, February 1st, 2022 is long past gone. So what does it mean to you? Well, as they mentioned really clear in their documentation, you are out of compliance with their contractual obligations. It doesn't mean you will get a fine or anything from Salesforce, but for sure it means you know you need to do it. And by not doing it, you are liable for whatever happens if your account gets breached through the use of valid credentials from one of your users. Given the very high amount of breaches that leverage the use of stolen credentials, most of the times through password databases available in the dark web, this wouldn't be uncommon to happen to you. Now, it's not their interest that you get breached, of course. All they care about is your security, and that all your information is well protected. They want to make sure you follow zero trust architecture, where trust must be earned, and you can't have trust with just username and password. So they will be enforcing the use of MFA, and more than that, they will be at some point auto-enabling MFA for Salesforce accounts. You can check the enforcement roadmap in their webpage. Don't worry, you won't be locked out from your Salesforce account suddenly with no warning. They are giving a minimum of 6 months notice in advance. And if you don't take any action, then you might be locked out at some day. So how you can protect yourself? You should implement multi-factor authentication for users logging directly into Salesforce or through a single sign-on portal such as WatchGuard AuthPoint Web Single Sign-On Portal. You log into the portal with MFA, for example using push-based authentication through your mobile phone, and then you get single sign-on access to Salesforce. It is very simple to configure and you don't have to create a Salesforce password. Users can take advantage of using their own domain password plus push-based authentication through their phone. The integration is done using a protocol called SAML, which is supported by Salesforce and many other business cloud applications. It creates a trust relationship between the client application, in this case Salesforce, and the identity provider or IDP, in this case AuthPoint. Integration is quite simple and can usually be done in a few minutes. You will comply with Salesforce requirement and provide users with an easy and secure way to log in into Salesforce and other applications you might need to protect the access to. Finally, a common question is about the MFA methods that are allowed to be used in Salesforce. You will be able to use push-based authentication, hardware tokens of different types, but some methods are not to be used. You can check it out in their FAQ. OTPs provided through email, SMS, and phone calls are not allowed and will not satisfy Salesforce requirements. There are so many articles and attacks to those authentication methods that its use is not recommended in any case. If you use Salesforce and have not implemented MFA yet, make sure you do it and do it fast, not only because it's a requirement, but it is for your own safety. If you have any doubt, make sure to check out Salesforce FAQ. Thanks for watching this.